Hi guys, Penance here, and I am filming another Destiny video for you guys today / this week. But this one's going to be only slightly different because it has my face in it. I mean, the other one had my face in it, but you couldn't see me talking or anything, so that's cool, yeah. This time it's a 3v3 game type, which I really wanted to show you guys because I love 3v3. The two dudes that I'm playing with my boyfriend and one of our good mutual friends. And they're both really excellent players as well, and we were obviously communicating, talking the whole time, so it was really fun. I wish I'd actually captured that, and I think I might go ahead and try doing that sometime just to show you the level of communication that goes on in these games, as casual as they are. But yeah, I did want to show you guys this sort of game. You can see it's on the Year 2 maps. This one's called Frontier. This is actually one of my favourite of the newer maps. I'm not super duper familiar with it at the minute, but yeah, I'm not super duper familiar with it. Sorry, I just completely stopped talking. But this is one of my more preferred maps for Year 2. It looks really cool. It looks a lot like a Halo map to me. So as you can see, me and my teammates are sort of staying together. One's just died there. We've got a teammate. These guys that we're playing as well are actually good players. I think that, yeah, that's Reef. That's Mega Eminence on the other team, who's, you know, obviously a good player, really good COD player. And he's quite good at Destiny as well from every time I've run into him. So they have a really good setup. You can see there was one there's a dude across from me and there was one right out the other side. So they have the sort of perfect pinch, basically. Now, I don't like that guy's strat at all. Because I just spawned, I'm pretty sure I remember this, I called out that dude because he was crouching in a corner with that shotgun there. So my priority, of course, is going to be get to my teammates, and I really want this special ammo as well, because my snipe is my specialty. As soon as I start getting shot at, I run behind cover and I let my teammate pick up that kill. That's always what you want to be doing. So if you are weak, there's no real reason for you to challenge, especially if you can back down like that and your teammate's right there. If you can communicate with your teammates, because I know sometimes you'll just be in a public match and you can't. If you can communicate with your teammates and just tell them to pick up that kill for you, that's invaluable. Alright, so this kind of sucks. My teammate got sniped here. I ran into their base so I could grab that special. Now I'm in a shit position because I pushed into their spawn, but they're still behind me on the bridge. So for me to get my teammates back, I'd either have to res them, which I haven't done. I've let my teammate pick up there, and you can see we flip spawns as well. This one's a bit questionable. I'm really just trying to run. I did sort of choose to run the wrong way. That was kind of dumb. I got outplayed there, but I'm not sure there was much I could do. In hindsight, next time I would run back to my teammates, because you can see on the minimap that they actually spawned back behind me because we were on that side of the map and the enemies had pushed into our side, or the side that we just spawned on. So these guys, earlier they had a good setup. This was kind of bad positioning. I'm not sure what happened on their part, whether it was deliberate for just that one person to push into our base, but that's not a smart move because you're going to die pretty reasonably certainly, you know, if you're pushing in by yourself into the enemy spawn. So this is kind of a bad position for me. My teammate's sort of really far out of range, so I've got a dead one next to me. And I wasn't able to pick the kill up, I think. I wasn't able to pick up that kill, I just let my teammate spawn. But you see, a kill does get picked up here. I'm trying to watch the heavy, make sure that none of the enemies have the the chance to sort of set up on it. Even though our teammate's dead, we can still get the res here, and hopefully they were close enough for that ammo to have picked up. I'm not sure why I picked it up prematurely like that. I think, yeah, judging from my teammates there, it looks like they both, or at least one of them, picked up heavy. But yeah, my teammate's going to die pretty shortly because they're getting shot out from that sort of left lane, which was where, if you remember, right at the start of the match, they pushed out there as well. So I've still got my heavy, my two teammates are dead. They advised me, they said don't push up, don't try and get the res, because it's likely that I'll die. As you can see, Eminence was in a really good place there to pick up the kill. He's pushed actually that's probably the right amount of pushing. He wouldn't want to really go any further than that into our base, or we would flip and start spawning behind them on the other side of the bridge. So still with my teammates here, they're sort of pushed up in that kind of good formation around our base, but I just happened to get a spawn that was out wide, and I feel like the Skirmish, the 3v3 game type, kind of does that as well. You won't always spawn directly on top of your teammates, so you'll find that you will actually give yourself the advantage by making sure that your teammates are always on your screen. or you want them to be a dot on your radar, not an arrow, or you want them to be visible on your screen. So we're hanging back here. As you guys may know, if you have ever watched me play before, my play style is very much sit back and pick up the snipe, so you can see I did that there to good effect. Not really keeping up with what's happening on screen though. We got rushed, someone popped arc blade and rushed up on us. My teammate was then killed. As you can see on the little screen there, the 2 skulls, that means 2 of us are dead. I have my super here, I've spawned out, my teammates are pretty far away from me. I'm not going to make any sort of play pushing up there except to maybe watch what's going on. I wish that was a headshot, that would have been very nice. But I did push that guy back, and maybe he wasn't certain where he got hit from because he didn't die either, so that could have worked, in our favour. Now that my teammates have spawned back up, I'm going to wait, I'm going to stay sort of next to them. I'm going to pick up this kill here, which was really fortunate, and then we're going to try and push up on that person's body. As you can see as well, I'm watching the one out left because I don't want their teammates to go and get the res, especially not while we're sort of distracted trying to keep the other one dead. So we're camping around on top of his body here. I make a mistake. That was really bad. What I did there was I kind of pushed out. I wasn't really sure where I was going, or not really thinking before I moved. So I did push out too far. I fell, which is something you don't want to do. You always want to have the height advantage where possible. Of course, mistakes happen, as you see. But you don't really want to be jumping down and then challenging a fight like that. So even though that was an error on my part, try and learn from that mistake. Stay up top and get behind cover. So some pretty basic kind of principles that'll serve you really well. Now, I'm out here kind of by my lonesome. You can see my teammates are arrows right now. They're not dots. My teammates are going to push back up so we can all get this heavy together, because I think last time we tried to split. We tried to sort of take both heavies, and I feel like we'd have a better chance maybe, especially knowing that the guys on the other team are skilled. We may have a better chance all getting heavy, and then simply sort of playing from there. So it's not too bad here. At least you can see, if you were watching the kill feed, my teammates had gotten trades there. I managed to pick my teammate up so they didn't have to respawn. This guy tries to hit me with the bow, and I sort of panic rocket, which the second rocket was really handy because I feel, yeah, I definitely feel like I made the right choice there. That was really silly. I'm not really sure how I got a kill there, but it is kind of gratifying because the enemy had a shotgun. So if I can get a trade against a shotgun, that's awesome. My teammates were still alive, so they were in a position to pick me up straight away. So that was really useful for us, and now you can see we're still all grouped up together. One of them is going to go down, but I'm going to have my teammate out wide while I try and pick up the kill here, and you can see it works. We now want to be making sure that we're looking straight down this lane and not letting the enemies get a chance to push up on their dead teammate. As you can see, because we've pushed them back so aggressively, they're a little bit rattled, and you'll find that a lot of games, in FPS and pretty much every game that you can think of, a lot of it is really mental. If you feel, just casually taking my little shot there, a lot of it is mental. So if you feel you're in that prey mindset where you're a bit uncertain, you don't really know what to do, you're not sure what's going on, it's going to be a lot easier for a well-organized team who are communicating to pick you off. So try and keep that in mind. I don't know if there's much you can do to consciously change the way that you're thinking about a game. It does just tend to sort of flow on naturally, but it can be something really useful and even interesting. So the next time you're playing with a team, try and take notice of that. I missed 2 shots here, but I do have the benefit of, so I do hit a body shot, I get this dude weak, I push back now, as you can see I'm hiding, because I feel like this guy's going to challenge, which he does. He may not have intended the challenge, but they had to push back to get behind cover basically and run away, and then we just happened to sort of re-challenge each other. So that was useful there. As you can see, it's a good example of what I was just talking about. If you can get someone on the back foot, weak, running away, not really, they don't have the advantage that, they have to run from you, that's when you can really push and clean up kills. Sometimes it will happen naturally without you paying attention to it, and other times you do sort of need to be more aware. But yeah, as you can see, it was a pretty good game. I went pretty decent. I hit a couple of good snipes, which I'm pretty okay with. Anyway, that is it for now. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you all next time. Bye!